Welcome back to part 2 of our discussion, and thank you to our sponsor, Georgia Power. All right, we are back for the last part of our show, where we want to talk a little bit more about the resources that are available to, resources that you've been able to take advantage of, and then resources as a counselor that you may have available. So we'll start with you, my friend. Let's talk about the resources that you were able to take advantage of and resources that you know that you can share.
Well, when I first got diagnosed, I found out that Atlanta was the highest in the country for HIV new cases, new diagnoses. And so because of that, there's federal funding that I qualified for, which was a blessing because I was an entrepreneur, did not make enough money. I did not have health insurance at the time. And so I qualified for ADAP and for the Ryan White program or foundation, which pays for the $2,500 a month medicine that I need in order to live, is what they say. And so the Ryan White program has been a blessing. I get that from Grady Clinic, IDP Clinic. They've got some great people working down there that, that first 6 months going in there every month or every week to see my doctors and to get my medicine really became depressing. And I know that that's something that probably most of us deal with, and just going to pick up the medicine, standing in that line and knowing that, if you miss a day, you're scared, you're thinking about it. So that definitely, and they have other resources there that support groups and things like that. So I definitely recommend them. And, if you're looking for a natural, holistic alternative, Usha Healing Center, which is Dr. Sebi's oldest daughter. Her and her cousin have a clinic here in Atlanta, Georgia. And if you're not familiar with Dr. Sebi, Google him. SEBI is the doctor, the holistic healer that claimed to be able to cure any disease. Wow. And that was by an alkaline diet and ridding the body of mucus. So,
and that's what
I'm doing.
Awesome.
Yes, I am healed. I am on my journey to being healed, getting down to the Caribbean where I can do that with the best food. Access to food, freshest food is part of that process. I know everybody can't do that, but that's definitely, look them up as well, Usha's Healing Center.
And for you, Kevin?
Usually in each county there is a community service board. The CAP Community Service Board, more specific because I've worked with them before, they do provide some insight with regards to resources that can be provided and give it to people. Also, one of the largest resources here in Atlanta is the CDC, the Center for Disease Control. I think in March 2019, March 18th to the 23rd, they have a National HIV Prevention Awareness Convention here. So those are things that people can reach out to in order to provide resources.
What about for, since you work with a lot of young kids, what resources can they tap into? There's
about like 3 or 4 nonprofit organizations at the tip of my tongue that's on my piece of paper over there, and I forgot I couldn't mention them. But there are resources out there. The biggest issue about resources is not only finding the resources, also following through and making sure that the people follow through. Because oftentimes what I do see in the community is you will put all of this opportunity for information for people to get help in front of their lap, and sometimes they're less receptive to actually go out there and get help for it.
Why?
The stigma's still there. The stigma's still there. Who's going to find out? Then counseling in general, especially in the black community. This is, counseling in the black community is somewhat difficult culturally, because there's such a bad stigma behind getting mental health support. Oh, you're crazy. Oh, what's wrong with you? So with that being said, we have to reinforce even stronger, to people like, listen, you're okay. You can get help.
Mental health is wealth, as all health is wealth. Okay. Hello. All right.
Yes. The main resource that I would like to say is first starting with number 1 is to get tested. It's free HIV testing out here. HIVtest.org. Put your zip code in and go and get tested. That's what you need to do first. A lot of us don't know our status. That's the key thing right there, is to get tested. And to piggyback on what she said, there are resources out here. If you have insurance, your insurance will pay for it. If your medication, the medication is going to be high, there's resources out here to get that medication paid for. Now you have the 340B program. You have copay assistant cards that the pharmaceutical companies have. You have programs at your doctor's office. The thing is, you got to make that first step is to go there. Just go there and leave it in our hands. Leave it into the counselor's hand, the doctor's hand. Just make that first step. That's all I need them to do, just make that first step and get tested, get in care, and get on your treatment.
Mr. LeRoy?
I would have to say that I am the resource. Project Red Paint, we are that group of men who are not just focusing on Black gay community. We're for everybody. We offer support, awareness, knowledge, empowerment, encouragement to those who are affected or living with you. You also have He is Valuable, who's an organization, Positive Impact, Thrive. We are all working hard in the community to make sure that everyone has a voice. But I can't be that resource. You can find me at Facebook, LeRoy McLaurin. You can find us Project Red Paint Incorporated. We are incorporated. We are a nonprofit organization, and we are doing everything in our power to make sure that we end this stigma. We're working hard day and night. It's not just a day job. It's day and night, 24 hours, 365 all year. You can call us, reach out to us. Project Red Paint, Google us. We are here to help anybody, but I am that resource. I don't mind being that resource.
Yes.
I've been given the platform as North America Prince. That's the platform that I'm definitely going to make sure that I am impacting my community by being the resource for any and everybody.
And did you become the resource because you wish you had the resource
Yes.
that you are?
Absolutely.
You have to.
You have to become what is missing.
Yeah, you have to be what's missing.
Yeah.
I didn't have that support, so I can't be that support now because someone gave me the resources to do it.
Yeah.
And so I have everything I need right here in the palm of my hand to know that if anybody call me,
And
here it is, here you can go here
Yeah.
and get it going.
And in most states where there's a medical marijuana program, HIV is on that list.
Yes.
That qualifies you to use medical marijuana to help with the symptoms and part of the disease. Like I said, it's antiviral, the plant is, and so using it helps to suppress the virus. Not saying everybody needs to smoke weed, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there's a way to use the medicine that helps to fight the virus. And that's actually juicing the plant raw. So M4M, the number 4, mmunited.org is Minorities for Medical Marijuana's website. You can go on there and find out what states have a medical marijuana program, how you can get your card, all of that information.
And
For Georgia,
yes.
it qualifies for Georgia. HIV and AIDS both qualify for Georgia. It's a $25 registration fee to get your card here in the state of Georgia. Georgia is not a medical marijuana state, but there is a law in place that says if you have the disease, one of the 18 diseases on the list, you qualify to have a card and you can possess 20 fluid ounces of a low THC, high CBD oil.
Wow. And you have to be, what's the age?
Oh, no, if you've got the diagnosis.
Wow.
It's not
Okay.
a recreational use. It's only for
Okay.
medicinal use. So you've got children with seizures. You've got children with cancer. You've got, people of all ages with the diseases. If you have the disease, you qualify. That's all it takes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, and were you saying
No,
something?
I wasn't saying. But to let the women know there is support out here. You don't have to hide it. I mean, if you choose to hide it, you don't have to hide by yourself. You don't have to be silent anymore. To piggyback on what he said, I'm the resource. I don't mind people knowing my status. If me disclosing my status will help you, then get it. They can easily find me on any social media, YouTube, Facebook, Freda Jones, Heather Ivy. Yes, that's the thing that's up and running here in Atlanta for women. Is Heather Ivy. I mean, we're giving you that love and that support. In that group, we laugh in there, we cry together, we do everything in there. So come get it.
I'm excited. All right, so let's make sure we have your contact information and your last word. So make sure before you go, you have a drop. I'm gonna pick your mic up and gonna drop it. But before you go, make sure you let people know how they can get in contact
Nicole
with you.
Buffon. It's Nicole without an H. Buffon is Buffong. And CannabisConnectionWorld.com is what I founded, is what I created to help people along this path with any medicinal issues that they want to use the plant and finding the right resources to do that. So CannabisConnectionWorld.com.
Kevin Walker, you can reach me at mrkev@hotmail.com. I know that's old, y'all. old email, but you can still reach me at mrkev@hotmail.com.
Okay.
All right, Freda Jones. My email address is stigmaendswithme@gmail.com.
Love it.
All right. And you?
You can find me on Facebook at LeRoy McLaurin. Also, Project Red Paint. That's PROJECTRED Paint. Also, we're on Facebook, Instagram, the same way, Project Red Paint.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming today. I think my soul is just alive, just hearing your stories. And thank you once again for being with us, part 2 of our show. And I think that's a wrap.
Be informed. You gotta know what's going on in our community. So together we can make a change, you and me. Yeah, be in contact.
Thanks to Georgia Power, we cut our energy costs by 5,400 rolls of gauze.
By 570 new library books.
Over 7,000 eggs.
Spend less on energy and put more money back into your business. Visit georgiapower.com/commercial savings.